recording.
Oh, don't look at me. Right, hello everybody. Today I'm going to do some painting of the rock faces, just to show how I splash it about. Like I usually say, nothing prescriptive, it's just how I do it. You can do it how I do it, or you can do it some other way. I have been doing other things. I've built some more of the scenery up, covered, and I've made some trees here. Yeah, well, you know, Rome wasn't built in a day, was it? Although, as my wife usually says, it's because she wasn't the site agent, but there we are. So, right, what I actually use is Crawford and Black. They come from, where do they come from? The Works, that's it. And these are £2 each, and it's acrylic paint. You could actually use it for painting paintings. Not the sort of thing that would win the Turner Prize, because it's actually quite good and not SH1T, which is often used, I believe. Now we'll pop a bit of black there as well, and we don't want too much of it. This stuff is very powerful. And then to add to that, we'll pop in just a little bit of yellow ochre. Well, we would if I can actually, oops, there we are. That's not a little bit, that's quite a lot actually. And I think we'll just add in some, I'll just work out what it is. Oh, it's burnt umber, yeah. It just shows you how good an artist I am, doesn't it, really? Oh, there we are. That's how much of the other stuff I've intended to paint. Right, okay. So take any brush, it doesn't matter. And I actually don't mix it together because it gives much more variation. If I just do this and get plenty of white into it, and there we have, well, we could actually, yeah, there we are, how's that? There. So we're gradually coming down here, a little bit of just little dabble do you, I think. What's that? That was some sort of phrase, wasn't it? Dabble do you, I think. I can't remember now. And there we are. You just lump it all on. It's not, it gives you a bit of extra texture. It takes a while to dry. And there we are. How's that? That's beginning to look like something. Everybody like that? Good. Good. Well, if you don't, I don't really care. Here we are. I won't go too far because there's more to come up here, you see, so therefore we don't want to be... You can be as artistic as you like. Make any difference. I'll pop a bit more in. I don't know what this is. It's sort of like rusty stain sort of stuff. I mean, rocks are funny things anyway at the best of time, I think. Okay. And we come down here. This, of course, obviously that I'm above here is the road all the way up, which we have now completed down at the bottom. As far as actually the slope goes over here. Have you noted that I've got a cameraman today? Now that's pretty good, I'll tell you, because I am not on a fixed camera and pretending that I know what I'm doing. Okay. Oh dear, that's a bit black. Never mind, I'll just add white. There we go. And the thing is, anyway, that if you really don't like a bit of this, and it's fine if you don't, you can always go back over it when it's dried off and just put a bit more on. It is literally as simple as that. This, I mean, you can use more expensive paint if you want, but I don't personally think it'll make an awful lot of difference. Well, a little bit of that in there. Now obviously we're going to have a fair amount of vegetation over this lot wherever we can. I think I'm running out of white as well. Good heavens. Right, okay, excuse me while I go back and get another squidge of white. Oh, there we are. Right, and off we go again. It wants to be a bit darker into there, inside the tunnel, because well, we want it to be darker, don't we? And as you can see, it very quickly mixes on the job. That in itself is good, but you have to watch it. Otherwise it'll all end up the same colour, and you don't want that. No. No. Right. Okay, I will move on to somewhere where you can see better around here. Oops. Because otherwise my cameraman won't be able to get round and show you what I'm doing. So here we are. Not very happy about that bit there. I mean, some of the white bits I suppose actually probably look as though the local eagles are nesting above it, and well, you know, it's usually white when it streams down the or it's usually white when it gets deposited on your car. Actually, I think that's the usual thing, isn't it? I don't believe that. Go away. We're actually filming at the moment. Well, somebody will do them in a minute. Yeah, okay, bye. Oh dear. Does it happen to other people? I've never seen it. Well, of course, other people...
They edit.
Other people edit and I don't edit. So, so that's why we're... yeah.
True to life.
Yeah, that's right. That was her indoors, inquiring as to whether she was going to be able to persuade me to do the chickens. Feed the chickens, feed the chooks. Oh, and the ducks. Of course, we mustn't forget the ducks, because we have ducks. I don't know why we've got ducks. It's like having a run full of bolshy teenagers. I mean, they do have character, I suppose, one could say. How is that looking? Oh dear, we're not too grey in places, are we? That's all right. So, anyway, that really, apart from the interruption, which I'm sure everybody will be delighted to know that we right, well, I'm beginning to run out of paint here, so rather than do more, you can see exactly what I do. I just blob it on, and if you don't like it, seriously, I've got some over there, camera, and I've got some over there, which I think is a bit dark. So the great thing is that this is not a work of art. It's just me daubing some paint on, and I mean, I personally reckon that if I'm doing this, I'm probably as good as Van Gogh. Although some people tend to disagree with me on that point. But
probably Van Gogh himself. Time.
Yeah, well, there you are. Okay. I don't really like the burnt umber very much, but it adds a little bit something. Good. Everybody happy? Good. Right.